Allah, kwani ni kesho. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing? Let me get your sentiments hapo kwa comment section, uniambie unaendelea aje. It has been a while from last week. How time flies. Yet another episode of Trends KE as usual, and you are here with me. Thank you very much for always tuning in. This is our 11th episode. We are moving, and you're moving with us. Thank you very much. And so much has been happening this week. I shall be letting you know that. But before I tell you that, today we have a discussion, and guess who is our guest tonight? You are our guest tonight. So we are having this conversation with you, and you can join us via video. Like, are you saying the way you're seeing me? That's how we want to see you tonight. We will be giving you the link in the comment section so that you can join the discussion. Today we're asking you one question: just how much do you trust your friends? And this is arising as a result of what was happening on the trends on the Twitter streets this week. So this lady called Achieng, someone released her private videos, and most probably that was a friend who did that. So do you really trust those people who are around you, and just how much do you trust them? We will be getting your sentiments, and still in the same part of what we shall be going to discuss tonight, we are asking you another question. After the passing on of the late Chris Kirubi, people have been throwing words around, wanasema pesa ni vanity, utakuwa nayo na bado utaenda uiache. So ni afadhali uende uiache ama uende na uache haukuwa nayo. We want to get your sentiments also on that. So we shall be sending you that link and request you to join. Thank you very much for those of you who have started tuning in and sending your comments. Kevin Amzil tuned in from Nairobi. Benjamin Omondi. Helen Marura. Good evening, Sedo. Good evening, Helen. Thank you very much for tuning in, Helen. Tuned in from Nairobi. That's Kevin Amzil. Thank you very much, Kevin, for tuning in to the show. Benjamin Omondi. Brian Akeno is tuned in. Benjamin Omondi again. Thank you. He's live with family. Benjamin Omondi, we had him. That's Ben. We had him last week, and we had an amazing episode, the longest episode we have ever had. So thank you very much, Ben, for that episode we had, and thank you for tuning in. I want to take you straight to what has been happening, and today he showed up. I'm talking about Francis Atwoli. So last week, it was this week actually, his signpost was banned again for a second time. Amekuja amejitetea, amesema muache wivu, Wakenya muache wivu. Let's listen to what Atwoli had to say.
I have never met the boy who did proposal in the assembly. The young man, I'm told, is an MCA from Kara. And when he mentioned my name, the assembly went wild. It was unanimous in the assembly. There was no debate on that. And then what I was informed only was that, please, on such a date, we will be honoring you. If you are around, avail yourself. That is what I was told. I didn't lobby for that. I don't need to lobby for that small road. I am known worldwide. All road people making noise, and these people who are making noise, it's not because it is just envy, being envious for nothing. People have been named. Today I said, let heroes be celebrated when they are alive. When I'm seeing I'm being celebrated, don't name a road after my death. I don't know. It doesn't do anything when I'm still alive. Call me to bashes, call me to everything, not to come to my funeral and start praising me, how I was powerful trade union, how I led world powerful labor movement. I will curse you. Yeah.
I will curse you. So Atwoli saying he will curse you because you people, you're supposed to be serious. Don't go around vandalizing. Mwache wivu, hivyo ndio umeambiwa na Atwoli. And that signpost, let me show you that photo of that signpost, which was burned down sometime this week. It was burned down. The other time it was replaced with another thing, and it has just been a series of events. Na Atwoli amesema sasa mwache wivu and celebrate people while they are still alive. You can see on that post he's saying, bringing down an honorary road signage under my name does not hurt me. On the flip side, it will haunt for for life those who are behind it. For how does it benefit them? How do you sleep at night knowing that you are a vandal? How do you sleep at night really? Speaking of how you sleep at night, how does this guy sleep at night? I want you to have a look at this clip of this guy. Alikuwa ameachwa, jamaa ameachwa lakini amekataa, hawachiki. Can you have a look at this clip?
Mapenzi yananiumiza mimi. Sikuachi nakwambia. Sikuachi mimi. Sikuachi nasema sikuachi. Sikuachi mimi. Niue. Niue sikuachi.
Amesema hawachiki, afadhali akufe bwana, asiachwe hivyo. Speaking of that, there is also a past clip. That clip actually made me to go into the archives to look for something that King Kalala was talking about. And she's talking about if you get to know someone who is with your ex currently. So for example, huyo jamaa mwenye anaachwa na amekataa kuachika, then you get to meet someone who is with your ex. Unafaa kuwa na beef na yeye kweli. Let's listen to the sentiments of King Kalala.
Oh, look, kama mimi ni manzi wa ex wako, usinikasirikie. As in, don't be mad at me, man. Wewe unijui, tujai interact, wewe ushaja. Think about it like this. Mimi ndo nimevaa suruali umetoa. You know, like maybe msa alikuwa Illuminati, alikuwa kusacrifice. Mimi ndo nimekusave. Where you've never met me, the one time you bump into me, ushaja, you have an attitude unaangalia vile unataka, nipe chance. Maybe in future we are going to be great CEOs together. Wewe ushaja. Maybe hata mtuko nayo, mimi sitamuoa. Don't be mad. We are trying to find things tuko nayo in common. So please, kama mimi ni manzi ya ex wako, nipe chance, tafadhali.
Na chance, tafadhali. Wacha ma feelings nyingi za umbwakni. Thank you very much for those of you who are continuing to send comments in the comment section. And tonight we are saying we are going to talk about how much do you trust your friends. So you will be sending your comments pale. Alafu pia kuna link tumetuma hapo kwa comment section. Link imetumwa na The Alternative Voice. If you want to join us on video so that we can see you the way you are seeing me there, all of us to have that discussion, go to that link, click. Haihitaji app yoyote. It will just bring you here directly and we shall have that conversation with you. And I can see you're tuned in. Ruth Simbolei, thank you very much for tuning into the show. Don Apple Jaka anasema ndio anatoka flight mode ya India, ready to share. Yeah. Bilha Joy is already tuned in. Thanks Bilha for tuning in. JK tuned from Nairobi as always. Bilha is locked from Narok. Thanks Bilha. Best Starproof, looking good. KK watching from Nairobi. Thank you. Helen Marura, ukiachwa achika. Hii mambo ni ya utoto hii. Helen anasema ukiachwa achika. Thanks Helen for tuning in. Alex Onsase, topic is so catchy. Wacha leo tusikie maukweli. I'm so tuned. Thanks Alex for tuning in. Who else is tuned in? J Joan as always. Thanks J Joan. Anasema topic ya leo ni moto fire. Sedo wash hands. Wapi ile sanitizer? Mimi nisha sanitize ma. Ruth Simpolei, thank you very much. Anasema huku ni kucheka tu, huku by the way tunacheka, hatuna makasiriko. Si Atuoli amekaa sana kiabakisha future. Sasa nyinyi mkiendelea kusumbua Atuoli mkichoma vitu zake. Wangeshi is Wakiragu is tuned in from Eldoret. Thanks Liz for tuning in, and so continue sending your comments. Alafu pale comment section angalia comment imetumwa na the alternative voice. Set your camera and join in. Actually ukijoin you will still be seeing what's going on, and then we shall bring you into the discussion. So do that. Helen, you can join into the discussion, and all of you. Shirukim pia yako hapo, tumemuona. Atlight Mohonja ako pale. Thank you very much all of you for tuning in. And Christine Ongaji is tuned in. Paul Kinudhia is tuned in. Wangeshi Wakiragu wanasema kikulacho kingu ni mwako. Hapa leo watu wako na story. Show ianze sasa. From Nakuru, Shirukim, thank you very much. And there is something that I want to tell you. So as my producer puts up this post, kuna hii story from ilikuwa Nation. Wanasema mnafaa kuoa mapema. They are saying that you people are supposed to marry as early as you can. Are you seeing there? And Dan Ogeta, mimi nakushuku, hii handwriting walai Daniel Ogeta, hii handwriting inakaa yako. At the most important thing you can do is get married to the right person, of course, because while the single life might seem fun, delaying marriage will shorten your life significantly. Kwani ni kesho, hakuna vile mtatuharakisha hapa bana. What do you think about that? Wale wenye bado hamjanini, mnaambiwa muoe mapema sababu you might just be shortening your life by not doing that. I don't know what you think about that. And something else that was going on, Stephen Karanja, nimekuona huwa unahudhuria kila mara, asante sana. Na Two Wheeler Diaries as usual. Did you see this clip of this kid, 7-year-old kid was driving? Wewe unaweza ambia mtoto wako drive na hiyo age kweli? And also, at what age would you rather have your kid or child start that practice of driving? Because this, okay, just have a look at. If you didn't see it, let's have a look.
Hi, how are you?
Fine.
What's your name?
Ryan.
Are you serious? You are the one who is driving this car? You drive? Do you drive? Say, tell me I drive this car. Higher, drive me. I want to see you. No way, no way. Okay. Tiga.
Wallahi tena. I don't know what you think about that at that age. And na ni karibu alikuwa naweka speed mtu yangu. That's dangerous. I don't know what your views are. Actually, the father was arrested because of that and charged for I think 3 months. Was it 3 months in prison or 20K? So most probably alilipa hiyo 20K. And I don't know what you are driving, or you are just driving people crazy on these streets. Speaking of driving people crazy, there is someone else who was being driven crazy by something else. And I'm talking about this lady. We shall be putting up that video in a while, who was being driven crazy by some friends and a bottle of Gilbis. Hai, wasichana hii town mmekuwaje? Just have a look at how this lady is gulping down a whole ton bottle of Gilbis, na marafiki zake wako tu hapo wanamhesabia, wanamwambia 1 2 3. Really? Is that how it's done? We shall be putting up that clip. In that hivyo ndio marafiki zako wanakuambia mtu yangu, then a few moments later that's what is happening out here. I don't know what you think about that. Actually, hiyo dem alizima. Some sources are saying that she actually died. I don't know. I haven't confirmed that, but alizima completely sababu ya hiyo nini jamali. That is just too much. What are you saying about this? Let's listen to what your views are. Lea Mbone nakuona. Oh, Daniel Ojaka, thanks Daniel for seeing her. Lea Mbone is tuned and she has been seen by Daniel Jaka. Ikovic Centrin is tuned in, thank you very much. Who else? Bill Hajoy, marrying Ali and fake friends in one sentence. Acha to sanitize by the way juu ya hiyo story. Tunaambiwa tuoe mapema na bado tuko na fake friends. Helen Marura is saying, I think every person should take their time before getting into marriage. Marriage sio kama relationship too. There are so many things that come with marriage. Helen knows so many things that come with marriage. Thank you very much for enlightening us. Na haifai kukuwa treated tu hivi hivi kama friendship. Thanks very much, Helen, for that comment. And we shall be bringing you, I'm seeing there are a few people who are joining through the video kwa link yenye tumepeana. We shall be joining you into the discussion. So from here, we shall be having the discussion and getting more of the trending topics tukakienda hivyo hivyo. So wale mmejoin pale, we shall be joining you into the conversation soon enough. I can see Bree is there, joined by video. We shall be joining you in a few. Continue joining via that. Not laugh with many but don't trust any. Wow, mumeona hiyo? Love with many but don't trust any. That's okay, that name Aishwarya Ashok. Thank you. I think I say that name very well. That's watching all the way from India, as well as our producer Don Jaka. Ruth Simbolei, Daniel, I now understand. Okay, Dan, wewe unajulikana hizi streets. So get if you are not here. People know you are, they know your handwriting. People around us are the people killing us slow. People have so much to talk about their friends. I can see. Alexon sasa anasema hata hii marriage siku hizi ni ngumu. Kupata kazi after graduation. Wow. Na mmeambiwa maisha yenu itakuwa fupi msipooa mapema. Me, I don't know whoever did that research, ule mtu aliandika hiyo story. Dan, I'm looking for you. You have to come and tell us what that story means. And Noella Lazarus is saying, watu wakikataa kuoa tunafanya arranged marriage, wapangiwe. Kama huko India. Najua huko kunapangwa. Loyal Albert, thank you very much. Ruth, lakini hata mimi sijui kuendesha gari, labda hiyo ingine after after Don't, your problem is just you are driving people crazy. Daniel, we are still looking for you, Daniel. Watu wanakutafuta huko. Actually, I think someone should call Daniel. Kama if you are watching this and you have Daniel Ogeta's number, call him. Mwambie akuje hapa atupatie majibu kwa haya maswali. Daniel Ogeta from Daily Nation. I'm looking for him actually right away. Huko Tiambo anasema marriage acheneni nayo. Huko akishasema sisi ni nani ndio tukatae. Aishwarya Ashok, Kevin huko, they are not all friends. Cleo best wa kuaminia huyo, tukikaa chini tunashare kila kitu, at long last solution lazima ipatikane. So actually they are good friends, and is referring to my director here, Cleophas Otieno. Yes, watching Ashok, watching from India. Yeah, everything believe Daniel. Thanks Ashok for tuning into the show. I think you have to look for Daniel Jaka to teach you some Swahili if he hasn't done that already, so that you can be getting some of the things we are saying. That because MD Baraza Evans is saying marriage should be contracted. Mnaenda mnaandikishana, mnasema tunakaa miaka ngapi na tunakaa hapa tukifanya nini? Shaksi, mtu asikukimbize kama gari ya miraa. Marry when you want. So I actually, about this issue of marriage, there is someone whom cannot be able to comment via the comment section. We want to hear what she has to say. If she's there, that's Mimi Bri. Before we get into that discussion, Mimi Bri, we are joining you into the discussion. I think if you are hearing us, Mimi Bri, unatusikia? Let's get her. She's not close to her phone yet. Akifika hapo tunamuingiza tusikie maoni yake ni yepi kuhusiana na hayo. Benjamin Omondi, by the way, Sedu, starting with you, wallahi hatukuwa tuanzie hiyo story hapo by the way. No, I'm not married, so hiyo experience yenye kina Helen wamesema hapa yote na huko mimi sina, I don't know.
Nakusikia vizuri sana.
Bri, are you there? Thank you very much for joining us. Kuna watu hapa wanapiga kelele, tumeambiwa kwa story nyingine hapo ya Nation, wanasema usipooa mapema utakufa mapema. What do you think? Bri, are you getting me? What do you think about that? Yeah, we are still trying to get to her, atuambie venye yeye anafikiria kuhusu hiyo. You can also join via that link kama unataka wewe pia tukuone hapa na tukusikize. You can join via that link that has been sent by the alternative voice. Let's get into something else. Speaking of hiyo story ya kuteremsha kinywaji, kuna maoni ilipeanwa hapa na Babu Owino. I want us to listen to what Babu Owino had to say of his experience and the advice that he can give to you people. That clip by Babu Owino.
Yeah, I've also done cocaine. I've also done heroin. I've done a lot of drugs. I've done every brands of alcohol, different brands. But at least that was in my last life.
Yes.
This previous is my life. New life. That was in my previous
Babu
life.
2.0.
This is now in my new life.
Yes.
And I do accept that when you're in those drugs, a lot can happen. You can make some decisions which are impaired.
Yes.
And there's nothing that these drugs add to the body.
And then I don't know if it's how you will get this clip. I just want you to have a look at this clip of these people at a funeral, and just have a look at it. Me sina comment, you just have a look at it. Yeah, things are bad out here, by the way. As you do everything that you do, just know that your life comes first. Even if you have friends, just make sure that you take your life as a priority. Kama ni kujibamba, wacha watu wajibambe, but be considerate with whatever that you are doing, and because you don't know, man, you don't know. People will come there, wapige sherehe, then they will forget about you. Speaking of which, there is a poem that I will play you on that, but first let's listen to Bree. Bree, are you there? Bree, can you get us? The connection is still having a
Yes, I'm
problem,
here.
so we shall be getting to her.
Yeah, I'm getting you. Can you get
Oh,
me?
unanisikia? Sasa pole sana kwa shida ya network. Tupatie maoni yako. Watu wanasema tuoe, tusipooa tutakufa
Hello?
mapema. What do you think about that, Bri? Did you get my question?
Kuwa, I don't think inafanya mtu akufe mapema. As far as I'm concerned, people should marry when they are ready. You should not marry because you're going to die. Hakuna penye mtu amewahi kufa juu hajaoa. When you're ready, marry. When you're not ready, do whatever you do. Like, I mean, yeah, you asked if marrying early is right.
Yes, na pia
Hello?
yeah, that's actually what I asked. Alafu ni kama kuna package. I'm getting you, ni kama kuna package huwa inakuja na hiyo marriage. Sasa hiyo package wale watu hatuipati wana, we are having trouble. I don't know if you're getting me, Bri. We are having a delay. We are having a delay there, and that's what we are talking about. Alafu, I was telling you about this story of you and your friends and you sacrificing like your life. Actually, like that girl was really sacrificing her life just to please her friends. Na hizo ni alikuwa na girl zote akiteremsha chini. I want you to watch this poem that was put up by this guy here of what he's talking about you and your journey and how your friends will take you. Let's listen to that.
Says a person you never met alive. Wakitoa crocodile tears utatamani you come back to life. Galari yako itapigwa kwa matisho, lakini selfie utapiga kwa kaburi, ndio itabaki kwa kijiji kama tisho. Wakishaka maua, wataanza kupanga vile usiku wataua. Get together kimpango, mazishi yako imekuwa wakando mpango. In fact, definition I live in the past. Oh sorry, you died, so you are in the past. Watableki ni kama napishana na maiti yako. Kesho asubuhi they are back to normal. Wewe oza pole pole, tupatane baadaye.
Yeah, and unfortunately that guy who did that piece is a friend from home. and he just passed on a few days ago through a grisly road accident. That's Cliff. May his soul rest in peace. He was a very great poet, playing with words as well as a media personality was coming up. And you can see what he said there. There is a lot of truth in it. And may he rest well. So, Buize Bobo is tuned in. Thank you very much for tuning into the show, Buize. Best Star Prof anasema friends are not friends when it comes to trouble. Ikishafika kwa shida, kama venye Aziad alituambia sometime back, jaribu shida ni uone kama marafiki zako wako hapo. To Willis there is trust, but give benefit of doubt. Daniel Jaka anasema hata nani wewe mnasema kama ako na mtu? You are not talking about me. You won't come here and talk about me, Daniel Jaka. Ati hakuna kitu kama hiyo. Kama gani lea, kitu gani hiyo nasema? Peter George, PG, Professor, PG, wacha ku. He's in. Peter George is tuned in. Thanks very much, Peter George, for tuning in. Pilha Joy is saying, hypocrisy is the killer of many friendships. Yes, you being hypocrites is what destroys friendships. Mimi Bri unaulizwa swali hapa kama uko na mtu. Tupatie jibu Mimi Bri. Ruth Simbolei bado wako na issue na Dan pale. Shaksi is saying kwani walizika mchawi juu they are celebrating. Actually, it's not a laughing matter. Helen there, PG saying that video of people dancing around their friend's grave is total disregard of families and friends' feelings. Ni madharau, by the way. Kama wanapiga sherehe bana. At what point do we celebrate someone's loss? That is shameful. Noella Lazarus, there with her comments. Valerie Abramis Val is saying marriage is not a must. Settle when you are ready. Rather than settling alafu uende uteseke bure. Msiende kuteseka by the way. Mjipange polepole. Augustine Ilondanga is saying may his soul rest in peace, our man from home. Yeah, that's another guy from home. May Cliff's soul rest in peace. Mimi Bri natafuta comments zako kwa hii video ya mabeshte pia. Mimi Bri, alafu tuko pale pia na Dan. Mimi Bri unanipata? Dan, are you there, Jaka?
Yeah, I'm here. Am I audible?
Sasa tuambie, tumeambiwa tuoe by the way. Tuoe tena mapema or else tutakufa mapema. What are your views on that?
Ngoja kwanza Mimi Bri anasikia?
Mimi Bri yako anakusikia tena vizuri sana.
Mimi Bri, are you there?
She has got a bit of delay.
She has to answer some questions. Okay, thank you so much, Sidhu. Actually, I'm watching from India, and I would like to changia this topic today. How much do you trust your friends? Hey,
yeah,
bro. Like hii kwanza hii friends, tusiite friends kwanza tuiweke in quotes. As in true friendship, kuna hii true friendship na hii ya fake. Like my opinion, true friendship is actually very, very hard to get and also to maintain. Otherwise, what is normally there is untrue friendship, a fake friendship. It's so nice that we pretend too much that we are friends, yet we are not. Because take for example youths in Kenya. Let's say for example, I don't want to mention any other countries, but for us, because I have experience in Kenya, like we might be friends, yes, in the same category, we are going in the same train, but as soon as I yomoka, then I forget you, we become enemies. Or for example, if you omoka and you don't reply to me, we become enemies. So inakuwa shida.
Dan, jaribu kuambia Ashoka aelewi omoka ni kusema nini.
Aishwarya Ashok, I'll try my best to speak in English, but English is not it's not my mother tongue. So, so let me tell you, for instance, a common phenomena like,
Yes.
say, no, I'm in trouble. I borrow from you like 500 shillings. So when I borrow from you 500 shillings, napotea, I get lost with your money, and also I'll try to avoid you. So friendship is gone. Another case is like, speaking of this current situation that's happening in Kenya. You see, like, we have this situation like we've seen in the video, people dancing around the grave. Okay,
Yeah.
so take for example is a university student. So one day I read an article on Facebook. Someone had posted, I don't know the name, but it was something about UOM. So like this university student, a student dies, say in such sad case as drinking extremely and not taking any precautions about these hard liquors. So the student person, then wanampeleka kwao kumzika. So these students will go there, then wataenda kama kumwomboleza. Hey, Mimi Bri, I'm seeing you. So kufika hapo, the students, despite being at a funeral, so unajua ni kijiji, then they are university students, that these students take all villagers as fools, uneducated, in quotes. Sijasema ni wapi, lakini huwa wanafikiria hivyo. So they think they are educated when the villagers are not educated. So during the funeral procession will be going on, but these students will tend to go and drink on a drinking spree, pale machanga changa, then they will have some booze. Then after that, they will come and disrupt the funeral. They will just cause total disrespect to the dead and also total disrespect to the family that is bereaved. So to me, that's not friendship, because friendship, it means that if you are sad, Sedo, if your family is bereaved, I will be with you. Like, I'll be with you in the saddest time and I will be with you with the happiest time. So it doesn't mean that we have to go there as like students, then go there and celebrate your death. Okay, death is not something to be happy about. Provided that you have just lived maybe, let's say, less than 3 decades, of which most of the students die in less than 3 decades. I mean, less than 30 years. So that is a young life lost. We need to be sad. We need to mourn, rather than dancing around the grave, having a liquor spree around the grave, just enjoying, dancing. Sasa hiyo song, for real, that song is not, si song ya Makiwa, we all know that. So these guys, they are just enjoying. They will go there with their girlfriends and do whatever. They will dance at night at the disco matanga and stuff. They will never be sad and life will go on. So it's not friendship to me. Then lastly, I want to talk about something that usually occurs. Man, friendship is very hard.
Before you go to your second point, let me bring in Mimi Bri. If you're getting me, Bri, let me ask you a question. How much do you trust your friends? And what is the measure by which you can tell that this is a friend worth to trust? If you're getting me.
Is it a question for me or Mimi Bri?
We still have a connection. That question was actually for Mimi Bri, and we are having a problem with her connection. You are going to a second point. Please pick it up.
Okay. So as I was saying, my second opinion about friendship, bro, friendship is very hard to maintain, because we as friends, we love what is not true, we love what is not right, and sometimes, like personally, I'm a very hard person to get along with, because certain things I might be difficult to agree with, and certain things I might be okay to agree with. So like I can say most of my friends think that I'm a nut or mini mtiaji or such like thing. but basically kuna vitu zingine I'll just not feel right about them. Like, bro, when something is not right, okay, like you are thinking of something, okay, you are my friend, uniambia like, hey bro, kuna deal mahali msi, kuna vitu fulani bana tunaweza sanya alafu tutapata do, unacheki tuuze, una get. Then I'm like that scared friend of yours, okay, najua yenyewe tutaiba, tutafaidika, then after that what happens, una get. Like, okay, you are my rich friend, maybe I'm coming from a poor family, wewe utashikwa, utaenda ndani, you'll come out with the bond, yet I cannot come out with the bond, una get. So I'm afraid because I know I'll not come out, so I don't agree to your suggestion, like I don't agree to your plan. So I try to tell you, bro, what you are trying to do actually is not good, it will not be proper, because what if you get caught? So I'm kind of skeptical about it, so most of the friends will not like it, so they will say, see, sasa hizo ni gani, wewe ni mtiaji man, hizo ni gani. So hapo mnaanza kuwa na different views. Next time when he has a deal or he has something to share with you, hata kuambia, unaona, like umse ni mtiaji, achana na umse, you get. So this is untrue fake friendship, man. Like when we try to help each other, when we try to create each other, a person sees you as what is this? But a true friendship is when I'm right, it doesn't matter. Like if we are in a like if you say, no, I get you into trouble, nimepata unapigana, you are fighting out there, okay? You are the one who is problematic, okay? You are the one who is problematic. If I'm in a true friendship, if I listen to the case very well, I'll not have to take sides. If you are wrong, I'll just tell you, Sedu, okay, as much as you are my friend, but hey, bro, this is not, it's not fair. It's not, what you did is not right, actually. You get? But fake friendship, bro, whether you are right, whether you are wrong, you're always right. Una get? Like, nimepata unachapana hapo, mimi nakusaidia, tunachapa wase, like, hey, bro, that's fake friendship, bro. It's fake friendship.
Yeah, sure. And let's see what people are saying here. And society ya audacity, watu wako na audacity huku nje. By the way, Ruth Simbolei anasema watu wako na audacity ya kudanganyana na audacity ya kufanya vitu zingine zenye hadi hazieleweki. Also Immaculate anasema kama huyo mtu alikuwa mchawi labda. Immaculate, labda huyo mtu alikuwa mchawi. You can't, watu wanapiga sherehe bwana. Noela Lazarus, Ruth Simbolei, how much do you trust your friends is a question of personal judgment. We have categories of friends. Kuna ranks, kumbe kuna kila mahali na lane yake. Kwani Dan huko kuna baridi? Dan Jack huko kwani kuna baridi? Dan is in India and that is our producer actually, yeye ndio huwa anatufanyia production, leo amekuwa guest. Brian Akeno is saying true friendship ni tricky sana and it's better we put boundaries. Earth is hard when you have fake friends. This earth is hard. Kevin Falt is tuned in. Thank you very much, Kevin Falt, for tuning in. Lea Mbone, mimi hata sinanga friends because people nowadays are pretenders. Well, this is serious actually. And she's in agreement with Dan. Lea Mbone is saying, I lost a high school friend because of 500 shillings. Well, shilingi 500. Imagine it's true. 500 bob. The link is there for the person who is asking for the link. Kuna link pale unaweza click. We have that discussion. Ile link imetumwa na the alternative voice. Hapo hivyo. Click, join the discussion. We get your sentiments and we shall also be having another discussion right now. Generation ya siku hizi tumeoverrate friendship sana. As for me, I rather have one true friend than 10 people who I think are my friends. Actually, that's the thing. You think they are your friends. If you start thinking, that means they are not your friends. Helen, nimepata point yako sasa. You would rather have one friend wenye umejua kuliko wale wenye unafikiria wengi. Don inspired words. Paul Kinuthia there. Don, you have inspired. Bilhajoy, try and establish yourself first before getting into this thing called marriage. Hiyo kitu by the way inaogopwa sana. Thank you very much for your comments. And someone else is tuning in. We shall be asking him for his comments. Thank you very much. Hello, good evening.
Good evening to you.
Yeah.
Hi, Cedric.
So,
how are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you. Thank you very much for joining. Let's get into this discussion. Who is a true friend to you? A true friend, according to your own description.
Well, a true friend is this person that will know your faults, the person that you will always share with, the person that you will talk to when you have trouble, and the person that will do the same when this person needs you. So unajua, some people will leave you, especially wakati uko na mashida hapa na pale, wataanza kukutoroka hapa na pale. Or that friend you are expecting to be there for you will be the first person to betray you. So
yes,
that's why I say ni vizuri sana you trust people when unaona kama unafaa kutrust, but always give a benefit of doubt. Unaona kama huyu this lady by the name is it Bridget Achieng, some name like that. This friend of her from Nigeria, from Kenya in Nigeria, we all know what she did. Our anaita friend. So this friend of yours will be the person to betray you. Atakudanganyiria kama kakuku, alafu akikutupia mahindi, next time atakutumia yenye iko na kamba. Utameza na hiyo kamba jamani. From my own experience, I have been betrayed by friends. Yeah, itakuwa ni trap. Because like me, I have been betrayed by friends. So it's very hard to trust anyone. Lakini for ili kuweza kunacha that little friendship, because some people can be trusted. That though it's very good or it's very much okay, you do give a benefit of doubt. Ili wakati utaona mambo inaenda hivi na vile, utasema hapa vyenye panaenda, something which is happening or something might turn up. So that's what I can tell you.
And
because even your family, your friends, your family, friends or relative, they will let you down ukiwa unawatrust hapo, na wewe mwenyewe utajipata kwa mashaka.
Alafu sasa where do you draw the line between looking for a good friend and you being the good friend?
Well, speaking of the line, I do suggest ni vizuri we mwenyewe be yourself and treat the other person venye ungependa kutreatiwa. Unaona? So with that utaweza kuestablish is the other person or is the other party doing the same. Unaona? And then always have your limit. Like when it comes to something like money issues. Kuna huyo mtu hapo amesema walikosana na friend yake because of 500. Hizo ni pesa kidogo sana. And not only 500, even 50 bob zitaleta shida. So just make sure chenye unapeana tuseme is like something like money or those material things. Just give out something yenye unajua hata huyo mtu, lakini hata ukipatia huyo mtu usiweke hope sana. Anything can happen. And will be broken. Kwa hivyo those are the boundaries. Wewe mwenyewe weka boundaries such that huyo mtu akipita hapa this limit sitakuwa broken sana, but nitakuwa nishajua this person is of this kind. Sorry?
I don't know if we have some questions to you from our audience. Don is saying true, Shaq, you are on point what you're saying there. And then who else? Helen, shida ni kujipromote virtual, kumbe wao wana kucount kama people we know. That's another point actually that we can come to. How are you supposed to tell that this person is my friend? Because actually kuna watu wanasema they are your friends and you don't even know if they are your friends, and there are some people whom you yourself think are your friends and you don't know. How do you differentiate between wale watu wewe unajua tu na wale watu wenye ni your friends?
Well, you just talked of setting a boundary. So
Yeah.
let these people that you are calling your friend wajue either you don't like this, you don't like that, ama we tu waonyeshe you have some kind of limit. If this person will try to test your limit, that means this person is not they are not minding about your friendship or something, you know, because kabla ujue this person you can call a friend,
Yeah.
unafaa kujua why do we have this both thing between us of friendship. Unajua recent or currently unapata we meet today and kesho we are saying we are friends. That's not true. It's like in Facebook or whatever. Nitakupata, nitakutumia friend request and we'll be friends. That is friendship yenye Mr. Daniel Jaka amesema, friendship with the quote. That person is just there virtually. That is not a friend. Maybe wengine they are not even friends, they are people we know. So how will you know them? It's simple. One, through conversation, because your friend should not be so judgmental. As a good friend, usiwe judgmental. First listen, lakini usiegemee side, tuseme hata kama mtu amefanya makosa umwambie hapa ulifanya vizuri. Utajua huyu hata kama ni rafiki huyu ananipotosha. Unaona? Because this person can always side with you. Lakini mtu mwenye hata mkiwa na disagreement, like now you have a disagreement and yet this person will come to you and you still talk. Those are kind of friends you start investing in. Na utajua this person will be there for you.
Yeah, thank you. And I'm seeing there is someone else who is tuned into the conversation. I don't know if we can bring them up. Mimi Bree is still there. Brian is tuned in. Thank you very much, Brian, for tuning into the conversation.
Thank you, Mr. Cedric.
Kuna swali Brian mtu ameuliza hapa. How can you, after umesikia zile comments watu wamekuja before wamesema, kuna mtu ameuliza how can you survive without friends? Utakatiana wapi? How can you survive without friends?
Unajua friends, kuna life with friends and life without friends. First of all, life without friends sometimes kwa watu wengine inakaa comfortable sana kushinda ukiwa na friends. Mimi nakwambia nimeijipata kwa ngori of which about unaangalia kwa phone au uone hata msee mwenye unaweza call akusaidie.
Yeah.
Na unaita friends. Can you imagine that? So life with friends saa zingine uwe inachosha sana, lakini inabidi tu unakaa na friends. Sasa out of those friends unachagua ule mzuri mwenye at least unajua sio true lakini anaweza kukusaidia.
Alafu kuna mtu alikuwa ameongelea kuhusu kuset boundaries. Sasa kama mtu anasema someone is moving out, anatembea tu huku nje akisema yeye ni best yako by the way, na wewe unajua tu huyu ni jamaa mwenye mimi najua, he or she is just someone I know. So how do you draw those boundaries, like where someone is supposed to know ye limit yake inafika hapa, like this is my friend and this is just someone whom I know their name.
Unajua kuna ule friend mwenye hata unaweza ogopa kumuonyesha kwa nyumba yako, lakini rafiki yako, of which ukimuonyesha kitu yenye atakuja ni kuangalia, achukue video vile kila kitu vile nyumba yako inakaa, aende aonyeshe wasee. Yani ni friend ndio, lakini ni ule msee mwenye hayuko sure kama ni friend wako, kazi yake ni kukuchimba.
That's That's a tough one. Yeye intention yake kwa life yako ni different kabisa.
Ni different kabisa. Sasa mtu kama huyo unajua tu, by the way unajua hata hivyo akienda kukusema, obvious kuna ule mwenye atakuja kukuletea ripoti. So and so alikuja yani huwa ni friend wako, lakini vile anakubeba si poa. Kama anaweza kuja kwa nyumba yako, anakuja anasema hiki na hiki, after all unajipata uko bure, lakini you are just taking him as a friend na maisha ishonge mbele.
Yeah. Thank you very much. And those who are watching, kindly subscribe to follow our Facebook. Those who are watching on Facebook, and you can later go on to our other platforms, YouTube. Go and subscribe. We had a very long discussion. Alex Onsasa anasema hapo umesema ukweli sana bro, by the way. Alex pia anasema itabidi to fake tu. Let's just pretend. True friendship is hard.
Yeah.
How can you wewe Mkenya akikupea pesa hakuna amani. Don is saying we should never over expect, give a benefit of doubt always. Thank you very much, Brian, for tuning in and being part of this conversation. Thank you. And we had a very long discussion, by the way, and there are still more trends, but time is gone. We have not even talked about Pogba. You saw what Pogba did. Those of you who have been watching football lately. So I don't know if my director will allow me a few minutes to talk about that. Yeah. My director is okay with that. For just a few minutes, I want you to see what Pogba, Paul Emilio Pogba, our French guy from Manchester United, alisema umbwak ni za pombe mbele yake hataki. Can you look at this clip of Paul Pogba removing an advertisement from the table? Have a look.
Benim bu alemdeki raconum belimden silah çektikten sonra alemdeki raconum belimden silah çektikten sonra mermim bitene kadar yerine koymamaktır. Yapma yeğenim.
He was not the only one. There was also CR7. Cristiano Ronaldo also did the same thing. And I don't know if you have that clip. There is a clip of Cristiano Ronaldo, also Locatelli from Italy, did the same thing. Acha tuangalia Locatelli kwanza kabla we go for that one by Ronaldo. Yeah.
Okay, grand.
Cola, chupa za Coca-Cola, the same thing that Ronaldo did, and actually ili bring nini ya Coca-Cola chini sana just by removing that, and that's how the revenue dropped. And I want you to see what someone compiled here. People on the internet.
Chris. Thanks. Obrigada. Pogba, drinken geven. Ja, lekker man. Lekker. Thanks. Oui, merci.
Watu wana maneno huku nje by the way. Huyu anapeana alafu huyu anachukua, huyu anapeleka kule. That's ile ya Cristiano.
Wait,
there is another one. Okay. There are interesting things out here. Then look, let's have a look at our guy. I know time is going, but just a few minutes. You remember our guy, kwani ni kesho. Huyu jamaa ameamua hakuna venye watu watakuwa wanakuja kwa streets wanaonyeshana diamond za umbwak ni vitu zenye ni fake. amenunua nini ya kutest Diamond by the way, na ameambia Calligraph anaanza na yeye. Let's have a look at what our guy Weasel number 58. Let's have a look at that clip.
Acha nionyeshe ya kutest. Injo tutatoa oji nayo mbio. Takushika Calligraph Jones. Takushika. Tatoka mbio. Tukupata na fake utalala mteja. Mbwaka. Utalala mteja. Tumetangaza hali ya hatari. Suti bado si embarambara. Embarambamba ama nani huyo jamaa noma.
Hakuna venye mtavaa vitu fake hapa alafu tuwaachilie hivyo hivyo bure bure. And then there is this other clip of a thief that was got red-handed on the way. Speaking of which, actually kuna warning huku nje. Don't just get things from anybody, and there is something that I've been seeing going around. Mtu anakuambia you buy marashi alafu anakupulizia, you have you smell how it does. They're saying that those are tricks. Utajipata umezima and you'll find yourself in a different place, and bad things might just be happening to you. So wale wenye mko na maduka mahali mnanunua marashi, just focus on that. Don't start buying them from people on the streets. There are so many kidnappings that have been happening all through this week. Watu wameibiwa, there are little kids have been killed, some have been raped. Too bad. Watu wamekuwa wanyama by the way, so be careful. Usipewe tu kila kitu, lakini pia hawezi nao upatikana. See, look at this CCTV of how this thief zake 40 zilikuwa zimefika.
Flow coming. Asante for flow sana. Alon kalelo yuwani azondo.
Can we go another one? Do this thing of after it's fine.
No, it's fine. This is just for me.
And then the grave in the front.
Hivyo ndo watu nasu. Huyo naye zake zilikuwa zimefika. Wanasema miti yote uteleza kama whatever. Alafu umaipeleka enda kushonesha nguo kwa fundi. How those people give excuses. Unakuja leo unaambiwa the guy is working on a flight. Wewe unapigia jamaa unamwambia, "We, suti yangu iko aje?" Anasema, nilishashona, nimeacha nikitoka Dubai na kuletea." Kumbe jamaa ako kwa ndege. Anapiga suti, mambo mbaya sana. Speaking of mambo mbaya, kuna msichana hapa mambo mbaya. Huyu mkienda na yeye game Don Jaka. Ukienda na huyu futa, anakutoa walai. Have a look at this clip of this guy. A pure talent there, and I think the last time I looked at that, people are looking for that girl. I hope atapatikana pia yeye, awache asiteseke na akona talanta pale. Alafu pia kuna jamaa wetu OG hapa, Calligraph Jones, alijaribu kupiga ile nini ya ugali man, lakini ilimlemea juu mtoto wake alikuwa karibu hapo, yeye alikuwa ameogopea. Let's my producer, if that clip can
kesho yani rada ni gani?
He tried pulling that ugali man stint but he did not come up very well. Halafu Willy Paul Pose, rafiki ya Bahati, amesema muachane na yeye na kumwambia mambo ya gospel. Yeye alitoka na msimfuate. Amewaambia hivi, hajanituma by the, acha awaambie yeye mwenyewe juu hajanituma.
Yeah, don't ask me about gospel. Don't ask me about, oh, why did you toka huko kwa gospel? Oh, you know, I used to be your fan huko kwa gospel. Cheki, this is me. I'm real. So kama ulikuwa fan wangu pale, utakuwa tu fan wangu hapa bado. Ushaelewa? Yeah. So kweni na siku njema, na tuache kuchezea jina ya Mungu. Wale wasanachezea jina ya Mungu, ati leo mnaongea usiku mnanyanduana kwa jina la Baba zima.
Jose amesema muachane naye by the zile vitu mnafanya, alafu nyinyi ni yeye mnafuatilia tu ati au imbi gospel. So thank you very much for tuning in. I know we have extended so much into your time. Thanks for always tuning in. And Caroline Omolo is saying such a great discussion. Thank you very much, Nicole. Benjamin Omondi, there are 3 types of friends, and we shall get to know those 3 types of friends. Quote, if you have never lived life without friends, you have never, quote, if you have never lived life without friends, you have never lived. Good vibes. Thank you very much, Alex. Friends are like leaves, branches, and roots of a tree. That's from Ben. I can explain if you give the chance to. Ben there. And Ben, I think we shall have you some time to explain to us what you mean by that. Bilha is saying he's brought a good highlight. Betrayal. People will betray you. Most of the times, those who gave clear intentions to the friendship are always hurt the most. Any other comment? Ruth is saying Benjamin explained the leaves. Ruth, mbona unajiona ni kama wewe uko karibu tu hapo kwa matawi? You are not the branch. Wewe uko huko mwisho mwisho kwa matawi. Daniel Jaka, jamani, ilikuwa tu mimi. Wewe huwezi toa huyo dem by the way. Victoria Korir, thanks Vicky for tuning in. Ultimately, the issue of trust comes down to how you feel about your friends. If you are comfortable about sharing your personal life without fear of ratting out or using it against you, that's a friend. So kama unaweza ambia mtu siri zako zote na usiogope kama venye nani Achieng alifanywa. But first, you know your friends and you know whether they suit the friendship package or not. You shouldn't leave it to common decency. Hezron Raduk saying, so cool. I love the show. Thanks, Hezron. Thank you very much, all of you, for tuning in to the show. Imeisha tu hivyo by the way. Mapema sana. Subscribe, continue following up platforms. Next discussion pia mkuje kwa wingi hivyo kama leo. We shall be having a guest on the show next week. And also Saturday, Cleophas Oluoch is up with another story of media story, his series of the media stories. You don't want to miss this one. She's one awesome lady that you know from the media. Easy ya kukosa by the way. Saturday 8 p.m. Make sure that you tune into the show because we shall be having Mama Taifa Eva Mwalili will be hosted by Cleophas this Saturday. You know Eva Mwalili and you don't want to miss this one. Please come subscribe to the Alternative Voice. Thanks for tuning in.